And we start your 7 o'clock hour continuing to follow breaking news out of Yuma County, where multiple fires have been burning overnight. We've got a live look at the fires that have been happening out here just behind us. They're burning along the Nebraska-Kansas state line.
Yeah, you can see that orange haze still this morning as the sun now rises and the strong wind still out there shaking our cameras. Now, 3 of those fires are currently out, according to the Yuma County Sheriff's Office. And this morning, Yuma County Emergency Management said that people can go back to their homes, but they need to stay vigilant and prepare for potential re-evacuation. Our Corey Reppenhagen is live from those fires. We're going to check in with him in just a moment.
Yeah, first, though, we do want to take a live look outside, just outside of our building here, Spear and Logan, where earlier this morning it was a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
We've kind of seen the wind pick up, and these flags are really moving. Again, winds have died overall overnight, but Yuma County Emergency Management says they expect it to pick back up this morning between 9 and 10.
Yeah, so everybody be careful out there. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at another potential impact, as well as high fire danger, and the wind is expected to pick back up. Now, these winds, of course, caused a lot of power outages all across the state. We're getting your emails still this morning saying that power is still not back.
Yeah, which is so tough to be dealing with. This is Excel's map right now of all of the outages. Still a whole lot of properties dealing with them right now. It's actually improved slightly as the morning has continued, but we're looking at still 90,000 outages, a little bit more than that.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's actually spread across more of the metro area than we anticipated yesterday. Now, yesterday, Excel saw around 120,000 weather-related outages. 50,000 were because of the power shutoffs, and more than 68,000 were because of severe weather. Excel says that they are planning for more potential power shutoffs tomorrow morning as early as 5 a.m.
Yeah, so it's really not over. We do want to send it over to meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, who is out following the latest on the fires in Yuma. Corey, what are things looking like out there this morning?
Hey, well, it is a cold and windy morning out here in Yuma County. Stiff breeze blowing out of the north, 32 degrees right now. Although the winds are much lighter than they were last night, they actually saw just as strong a wind gust that we saw on the Front Range. We had an 89-mile-per-hour wind gust last night in Akron, and when the main cold front went through at about 7:30, we started seeing some grass fires pop up, and by 9 o'clock we had about 9 grass fires burning across Yuma County, mostly to the south of Highway 34. I'm in Yuma right now, where they were clearly seeing the glow of a large grass fire to the south of here, just as south of Eckley last night. And when we got here this morning in the dark, we could not see that glow, indicating that that is starting to get under control. And the sheriff's office here, that's the way they characterize it, that it is still active. However, the crews out there have it under control. And when I say crews, we're talking about volunteer fire departments and really just local farmers with tractors with discs on them, trying to build lines to get those fires out. So we're keeping an eye on that situation. As the winds, we're still have an opportunity to build as we go through the day today. Until about 5 o'clock tonight, we could still see some of those wind gusts up into the 50-mile-per-hour range. But for the most part right now, what we're seeing is 20 to 30-mile-per-hour winds, which is still kind of aggressive for any type of fire behavior. So we do have the winds that will continue. And Katie, it does look like that wildfire or grass fire danger will continue, with possible more warnings coming down the pike for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Corey, thank you so much for your reporting this morning. Unfortunately, we're not out of the woods just yet in terms of high winds, high fire danger from the eastern plains to the metro area and into the mountains and foothills. This morning, I've been watching this camera out in La Junta, shaking around there as the sun comes up out across the southeastern plains. Here in Denver this morning, it is calmer. It has still been breezy this morning, but not nearly as severe the winds that we're expecting to see for today as what we saw last night, waking up to ample damage. Power outages still this morning. It is 36 degrees. It will be chillier for today. Winds also still quite strong up over Black Hawk. Last recorded wind gusts there at 61 miles per hour. Out over the northeastern plains from Sterling to Akron, we've seen upwards of 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts already this morning. Strong winds impacting the eastern plains from Burlington up through Ray. But again, high wind warnings have been issued and are still in effect until at least 11 o'clock for for many of our northern Front Range mountains. Gusts upwards of 65 miles per hour possible, and this high wind warning out across the eastern plains in effect until 5 p.m. tonight. Now, also tonight into tomorrow, a high wind watch set to again ignite some very high winds for the foothills, Boulder, Broomfield. Here in Denver, it'll be high fire danger, temperatures in the upper 40s for highs today. A whole lot cooler, nearly 20 degrees chillier than what we've seen over the past several days. So just be prepared for it. Bundle up. Wind chill value making it feel even chillier. Fire danger will be high tomorrow. So we are bracing for a potential impact alert for you if this watch turns over to a warning. We could be seeing low relative humidity, which we're bracing for, more metro area wind and breezy and cool conditions expected for the weekend. We saw some extremely high damaging wind gusts yesterday, upwards of 100 miles per hour. Spots like Rocky Flats and Berthoud Pass, Boulder, 91 mile per hour wind gusts coming in on Wednesday. Boulder this morning is where we find our 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon, and she is just evaluating some of the damage that they've seen there. Courtney, how are you, and how are things looking where you are this morning?
Hey, good morning, Katie. Well, you know, we were around the Denver Metro this morning where we saw a lot of tree limbs down, and then coming up here to Boulder, saw a lot of the same. We're here at Fairview High School right now, and I'm with Randy Barber with the Boulder Valley School District. Randy, we know that Fairview High School, we can't see it from the front of the building, but this building had some damage. You guys are also dealing with power outages across the district.
Yeah, good morning. Yesterday afternoon, we were getting winds, over 100 miles an hour, and so we had about 10 windows here at the school that were broken. We also had damage at other schools. We've got about 21 schools that still don't have power at this hour. We're assessing damage and know that there is definitely windows broken, trees down, that kind of thing that we're working through right now.
Yeah, and I know people are probably asking you, like, hey, my school has power, why can't we open up school for them? That's a complicated answer for you guys. There's a lot that goes into making these decisions when classes are canceled.
Yeah, our goal always is try to get school open because we know how important it is for everyone. But in this case, we've got services that are centralized, for instance, for food services. We've got staff that live throughout these areas as well. And so just the combo of how difficult it'd be for them to get around, all that kind of thing kind of added up to us feeling like we needed to close for the safety of the students.
Got that. Yeah, and we're hearing, tomorrow we might also see some more severe wind. What are you guys thinking about for classes tomorrow? I know a lot goes into that decision as well.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be monitoring the situation throughout the day, looking at the forecast, checking with our emergency managers. Right now, we are quite afraid. I mean, yesterday was a pretty crazy event, a lot of wind, a lot of kids being scared about those sounds that they were hearing in their classrooms. And so I think that's going to all factor into our decision later this afternoon.
Got it. Well, thanks for being here with us this morning, Randy. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so as you guys know, Boulder saw 90 per hour winds yesterday, and they're anticipating more tomorrow as well. So stay tuned, and Boulder Valley School District, they will talk about whether they'll cancel classes later on this afternoon. They'll make that decision. Now we're going to head over to our traffic anchor today, Brianna Fernandez, for a look at your morning commute. Good morning, Brianna.
And Courtney, thank you so much. 7:08 is your time, and we've issued a traffic impact alert. According to Denver police, they are saying Colorado and Florida Avenue is shut down right now because of a hit and run crash that happened earlier this morning. So you are seeing Denver police right now on scene blocking the southbound lanes of Colorado. Right now, what we know is that it was a driver as well as a scooter involved in this crash, and one person was taken to the hospital. Giving you a bigger picture here of Colorado and Florida, we are seeing heavy delays right behind this crash, and people are having to detour. So let's switch things over to our main maps, kind of show you where this is happening. So again, the southbound lanes are being impacted right now at Colorado and Florida, so expect delays for that morning drive. This should not impact your morning drive if you're taking I-25 and Colorado. So westbound 76 near I-70, we also have a semi that's been on its side in this grassy area along westbound 76 for the past hour and a half or so. Right now, those speed times are clocking in at 37 miles per hour along westbound 76. We also have traffic lights that are out just as soon as you get off 6th Avenue in Calumet. We have traffic lights that are on, and off, which is going to cause a mess for those getting off 6th Avenue. Right now, from Golden into the Lakewood area and then I-25, your drive is going to be about 8 minutes. So overall, we do have a lot to talk about, and I want to show you two of our CDOT cameras right now. This is that semi on its side. Now that the sun's up, we're getting a better look of the semi in this grassy area. Colorado State Patrol tells me that there is no injuries, and it's still unclear if wind was the cause cause of this crash. We do have crews there on scene blocking that right shoulder. And then we also have a major crash up in Vail, I-70 at Vail Road. This crash has been going on since just before 5 a.m. this morning. I have contacted Colorado State Patrol to see how many vehicles were involved. But right now we do have crews there on scene, multiple crews there on scene investigating this crash. We are still waiting to hear back from Vail Police.
Brianna, thank you. Busy morning already on our roads. Right now, Weld County needs your help to find this at-risk missing adult. 55-year-old Chad Case was last seen around 2:30 in the afternoon Tuesday in the area of 12th Street and 10th Avenue in Greeley. Chase was last seen wearing a light blue t-shirt with a dark hooded jacket, blue jeans, white tennis shoes. He was also wearing a white hat and carrying a dark colored backpack. Anyone who sees him is asked to call Weld County Police Department. Their phone number is at the bottom of your screen, 970-350-9600.
A commander with the Adams County Sheriff's Office who died on duty is set to be honored today. A funeral for Carl Smalley is scheduled this morning at 10 o'clock. Smalley was found dead last Monday in Watkins. The 67-year-old served the department for over 30 years. The sheriff's office has not released his cause of death, but it is considered line of duty because he was working at the time. His funeral is closed to the public. However, it is going to be streamed on social media.